Joining us now is travel expert Candace Sampson talking about one of everybody's favorite subjects, Paris.
Oh, Paris. It was so lovely. And the first thing I want to say, though, is I have to say that I'd heard so many stereotypes about Paris, about that people can be rude and a little bit snobby, and absolutely not true. Everybody was incredible. We had such an amazing time, and everybody was so nice. Maybe it was because they had just won the World Cup. They were sort of basking in that glow, but we really found it to be an amazing experience, and the French were so welcoming and so lovely. So that was a little bit of a lesson for me again to remember, to always take the advice you hear from others with a grain of salt.
See, that's interesting because I had a terrible time there. I mean, there was so many police officers. It was dark. It was grim.
Really?
There was a lot of graffiti from the last time I'd been there. It was dirty, miserable. We left.
Wow.
We left. It was so horrible.
See, now
it was not the Paris that I knew and loved.
And I did not see that.
Yeah.
At all. That is really,
different.
yeah.
Other friend of ours, Rania, took her family out of there.
Right.
Said this is not what I was expecting. So, I mean, maybe it depends on the month or the time.
Well, I don't know. We were there in July. It was lovely. It was bright and sunny, and everybody's attitude was great, I guess, because it really made us feel very welcome, and we really, really
Well, that's
loved
great.
it.
So where did you go?
So I just want to talk about getting there first.
Okay.
So I would say Wow Air. So I talked about them a little bit when I talked about Iceland.
Yes.
But Wow Air also flies to 16 destinations in Europe. So we just flew from Iceland to Paris. And I would say if you have time, you can do a little stop over to the Blue Lagoon while you're waiting for your transfer. And Wow Air makes that really easy. So you can sort of relaxed and in a spa state of mind when you land in Paris. Getting around, the best way I would say is the metro. I found it incredibly easy to navigate the metro around Paris. Obviously, we took Ubers as well and walking. As far as renting a car, I'm going to say no.
No.
Just watching the way they whip around the Arc de Triomphe,
wow.
I would make
It's not only that, but they have a whole secret relationship with cyclists and motorcyclists.
Oh, yeah.
And if you don't know,
It's really symbiotic, isn't it? How they work together. Yeah.
And they don't even look, and they seem to just stay out of one another's way.
Yeah.
And so if you're not in that, in that sort of groove,
I would not be able to do it. Absolutely not. When we were looking for a place to stay, it was really important to me that we found a place. I didn't want this big modern high-rise. I really wanted this sort of classic Parisian hotel. And so I went through booking.com and I found this hotel called Hotel Panache. And it was in the 9th district, and it's just on the corner of this little street, and it was gorgeous, nice little, you could walk up. There's an elevator, but the walk-up's nice as well. And very close, obviously, to the 18th district as well, and charming hotel with a great restaurant on the bottom. And I have a $40 off per night code for anybody who wants to book there.
Okay.
They just have to go to my Instagram and find my Hotel Panache pictures, and they can click through and get $40 off with booking.com. And there'll also be a link on Life in Pleasantville for that. And very near to the Hotel Panache, I would say don't miss Paris's oldest confectionery, which was founded in 1761, à la Mère de Famille. I think I'm probably massacring that. But go for the candy and stay for the IG shot because it is just gorgeous. This all old wooden interior with beautiful candies all over the place, and it's really something to behold. So I would say do that for sure. Another thing is tours. I'm a big believer in taking tours and not just wandering aimlessly trying to figure out what things are. So we went with takewalks.com, and we did a couple of tours with them. The one we did was Versailles. Have you been to Versailles?
Absolutely.
And so Versailles was really interesting because it's the ultimate vanity project, really, for Louis XIV, right? It really was all about his vanity. And he was sort of this guy, really lived the keep your friends close and your enemies closer. He brought everybody in to live around him so they couldn't conspire against him. So he lived his life on display, and it was just a fascinating walk through history and the opulence. And then you obviously were drawing comparisons to today's current, despots and dictators around the world. So that was very interesting to see. The more things change, the more they stay the same sort of thing. And we also did, because I was traveling with 2 teenagers, we did a Louvre highlights tour. So if you were to go through the Louvre on your own, there are 35,000 pieces in the Louvre. And if you only took 60 seconds per piece, it would take you 25 days to go through it with no bathroom break. So that's a lot, right? Yeah. So it's really good to go in with somebody who knows what they're doing. And so we went with Take Walks, and we went and we were able to hit the highlights. We were able to see Venus de Milo and Mona Lisa. And so we were able to hit these highlights and navigate really quickly through and get to see what we wanted to see and get out. So it was really about 3 hours in the Louvre. It was wonderful. And then the last thing was kind of unexpected, was the Galerie Lafayette. There's a big shopping center on Boulevard Haussmann in the 9th District. And we just tripped in there as we were just roaming around one day. It's stunning. The interior is beyond words. I thought, surely this must have been some historic building in the past. It's always been a shopping center.
Shopping center is awesome. Amazing.
It is amazing, right? And if you go to the top, you get the most amazing views.
All right.
The only thing that's missing is the Bridge of Locks.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Because they took it
it down.
Yes.
And I have not been there since.
Yes.
She's protesting. No. And obviously, I clearly have to go back, and no longer will I listen to any other travel advice other than from you.
Yes. Good idea.
All right.
Good
and
idea.
everything will be up on lifeinpleasantville.com. Thank you, Candace.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, she